Hold up. What did you just put in your pocket?
And I turn to David and I give him a look like you done fucked up.
Stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of Bards and Nobles. Warning, do not operate heavy machinery while listening to this podcast.
Or do.
I'm Brian, the Dungeon Master, and tonight I'm joined by...
Charles, the alto.
Charles the Alto.
It's a new character. I had to look at my sheet real quick.
This is now Bards and Nobles, the choir.
Alto, the mercenary.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Danon. I will be playing Wiz Kears.
Trey O'Neill playing Nahale, the soprano. Yoshiro Nagi, played by Anthony Boyd.
All right, Anthony Boyd, why don't you go ahead and catch us up to where we're at in the game story.
We are currently in the city of Bridge. Our group got dropped off here. We were relaxing after our last job, trying to figure out how we need to make some more money, because our last job we got left hanging and did not get paid, and so we were all in pretty dire straits for cash. And so
we'll do anything.
Anything. That includes
stripping.
hunt down a witch, because that's exactly what we had to fucking do now. Because the village elder of Bridge came and said there's been a lot of mysterious things going on. There's been... That's right, people. I fucking took notes. Watch out. A week ago, there was dead fish with a handprint on them. Dead black cat nailed to a door. A three-eyed child who kept saying, "I'm on." And
Is he Jamaican?
yeah, man. Red stripe. And the bucket wheat had grown black and lifeless, and there was pumpkins bleeding in the fields. And
Pumpkin blood.
Pumpkin blood. And so they are paying us to investigate and find the witch within 30 days. And so I went and questioned a fisherman, and I also caught some fish. Jethro, he was a cool guy. And that's where we are now, Brian.
All right, looks like you guys are kind of on the outskirts of Bridge right now, because he lives kind of out of the way. He doesn't actually live in the village or in the town. Town-sized. You guys are back. You guys have, I don't know, reconvened after Wiz and Alto followed some tracks, right?
Yep.
And you guys, Neil and Toshiro, talked to Jethro. You guys have reconvened, shared notes. It's nightfall, and let's see. It's currently starting to drizzle just a little bit. You see in the distance lightning cracking, and it's fall time, so you know it's getting darker a little bit earlier in the day. The wind's starting to pick up. Are you guys going to head back into the town, or are you guys like going to explore some more? What do you want to do right now?
I'm fine with heading back into town and eating this salmon I caught.
Did you catch it with the extra L, or?
No, that's part of the disease.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with heading back.
Yeah.
Sounds good to
I
me.
mean, we're not going to really find anything in a storm anyway.
True.
So.
Unless it's a witch storm.
It's raining witches. That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Splat! Splat! All right, so you guys head back into Bridge. It's pretty easy to find. You're starting to learn the lay of the land. Also, you guys walked here in a straight line, so that helps.
We can still see the town. How do we get back? It's right there.
So yeah, it's
Don't know why you're so confused.
Sun is fully dropped below the horizon. It's dark, cloudy, and the rain has picked up. You guys heading anywhere in particular? Just straight to the inn where you guys have rooms? Or was there anyone you wanted to talk to tonight? Or is it more of just a head back and rest? Kind of carouse with the...
Probably going to be a head back and rest kind of thing, I think.
Back to the inn and the busty goth barmaid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're there, and it's a Saturday night, so the town's kind of lively. The drinking room is not quite packed, but there's not a whole lot of sitting room. Everyone's just talking and chattering as you guys walk in. You guys notice when you do walk in, there is a slight lull, and you see people kind of look over at you. Like I said, it's a locals only type place, and you guys are the only outsiders they've seen in a while. So after a few seconds, they kind of go back to theirs, but every few minutes you see kind of sideways glances, kind of like bouncing back and forth between curious and judgy and like, I don't know, just kind of like, what are those guys about? I don't like the way they look. Get out of my town.
They don't trust the cut of our jib.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm doing the most anime thing I can. I have one of those like small ceramic pot grills, and I'm just fanning it, cooking my fish.
Inside, like you just set up on the table?
No, I go ask if I can cook this fish in the kitchen.
It's not a hot pot restaurant.
Cinder daughter is actually like, I'm sorry, actually I can't let anyone back there. You understand, right? Like it's, I don't know, employees only.
Can you cook it for me?
Well.
How presumptuous.
You know what? Yeah, sure. We can throw it on the grill for you. Do you want it blackened or just grilled or what?
Smoked, please, with a little bit of rice.
Let's give me a charisma test. Hey, they don't have rice here.
I rolled a 9.
9. What's your charisma?
14.
All right. She's like, we don't have any rice. We have potatoes. I can. All right, I can hash up some potatoes for you.
That'd be great.
Can you
Thank you.
cut the
All right.
potatoes into little rice-looking?
You have a ricer, don't you?
So, all right.
Hey,
Little Hondo with a giant
asked
wing
her,
in the
like,
back.
I mean, you look pretty busy. Are you sure I can't help?
No, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You do your thing. You've got a job to do. I know. I'm sure you guys are all hungry. I mean, I don't think this salmon can feed all of you.
Arigato.
Do you all want something to eat? I mean, you look pretty famished.
Did we secure a per diem?
Yeah, I think the town said they were supposed to.
No, they're providing room and board for us.
That's food.
Yeah.
Is that correct? I asked the DM.
That is what
That's why. Oh, if anything we write down becomes true,
Edna
the game's
King's.
about to get wild.
That is what Mayor Edna King's name said.
She's yeah, as you know, we the council are providing it. So yeah, you guys room and board here, and I own this place, so yeah, we got that covered for you.
Hey,
I ask her, what she would suggest from their available choices for food.
Well, we've got potatoes, and chicken.
I killed myself. I just
Is it just the one chicken?
So the chicken plural.
So they have 3 potatoes and chicken.
I fucking hate you.
I guess,
I hate you so goddamn much. Oh my
I
god!
guess I'll have some just some chicken, please.
All right, how would you like that prepared?
You know
raw.
I like my chicken fried.
Perfect.
Cold beer.
Did you say raw?
Friday night.
Yeah.
All right.
Cat.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a fucking cat.
If you can give it to me still moving, that'd be even better.
She says,
Just hear him go meow meow
No,
meow
she says,
meow
okay,
meow
so
meow
chicken.
meow meow.
well, meow, how do you want your potatoes cooked?
Oh, meow.
I want
chicken,
beef. I
flavor.
want chicken.
All right, she'll put a dish out for you.
Please deliver.
And a bowl of
and
water,
then-
please.
And then whatever you guys order, she provides it.
All right.
And a bowl of your best ale.
I just give him a ball of yarn. I'm just like toss it, see if he chases it.
Where'd you get that from?
My sewing kit.
All right.
Where'd you get
Your
that from?
knitting kit.
My mom.
Where'd
All
you
right,
get that from?
So do you guys just keep to yourselves? Do you guys try to talk to any of the locals?
I'm gonna play with that ball of yarn until my
some
food gets
people
here.
doing like drinking games. Some people are just talking, sharing stories. You see a group of nerds over in the corner rolling dice and freaking out every few seconds.
I go to do the drinking game.
I swear to God, if you go to the dice rolling thing, this becomes Inception. I go to the dice rolling.
Sure.
We play D&D inside of D&D.
Oh shit.
No, just over the course of the night. What are you two doing? Just eating, kind of keeping amongst yourselves?
I eavesdrop on some stories, see if I hear anything about like all the crazy things that have been happening around town.
Perfect. And you are preoccupied with ball yarn.
Yep.
I feel like I wasn't super friendly the first time talking to these people, so I'm trying to do drinking games, become friendlier with the locals.
Are you drinking some booze? Are you boozing it up with them?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Is everyone boozing it up?
No booze.
No. All right.
I do have a bowl of ale, so
Okay, cool. You guys are able to get some information, and you're able to ingratiate yourselves and kind of establish some rapport. Same for you, Toshiro. You notice that one, not being able to really see your face because you've got the helmet on. You're doing one of the awkward like drinking, or you're not even drinking beer. That's right. That's the whole reason I started this part. You do notice people are kind of not anxious, but kind of like dubious with approaching you and interacting with you at all.
You look like a narc.
You notice, especially after more than a handful of people have offered you some booze, and you're having to turn people down left and right. You notice literally everyone in here is drinking it up. Like it's a thing with these people.
Yeah.
And anytime someone offers you a drink, as soon as you turn it away, they almost look miffed or kind of offended a little bit. So let's see. Drink.
Drunk.
You, Alto, just over the course of the night, you heard about someone talking about the town's prize rose bushes. And earlier in the day, a plague of hairy caterpillars, like the size of small hands, just devoured them.
Like Trump hands?
Like trumpet hands. I don't know. I was just trying to not get political. Whatever that means.
Does that sound a trumpet hands?
So yeah, a plague of hairy caterpillars just apparently devoured all the roses and then slinked off into the woods.
Huh. You said hand-sized, right?
Yeah, big ones. Big ones. Like big old bratwursts.
I'm confused with the scale of things in this game.
On a scale of hand to bratwurst, it's a hairy caterpillar.
Can I get a banana for scale?
They're all plantains though. Wiz, you catch some. You overhear people talking about some red snails that smelled like brimstone. Apparently appearing in the gardens of the little folk just on the outskirts of town.
Gardens of the Little Folk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mr. Toshiro, you talking with some people. Assume at some point you someone noticed that you're new in town and just talking about where you've been, and they're supremely impressed. And you can tell they're trying to talk up their town and kind of like, oh, we're on the up and up, and we've got a new water mill thing.
Making water?
Yeah, water wheel at a mill. And like, Petra. Petra, she's the notary.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you asked her, she would be more than happy to give you a tour of the town at some point in the week. I know she stays pretty busy, but she's a very nice lady, and she's always willing to help people out.
I think Petra's the witch. I think we should burn her now.
That's
all right.
All I needed to hear.
And then they're like, "Wait, what? There's a witch? What do you say? What do you mean?"
No, I said, "Son of a bitch!" I stubbed my toe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
it's these sandals.
Gotcha. Well, they're made of wood. That's kind of awkward looking. I can't imagine that's comfortable.
Yeah.
Cool. So into the night, you guys carouse.
What do I see in this game?
In what game?
The dice game they're playing. And I'm sitting there watching.
You don't really see anything on the table. You see a lot of drinks. You see some parchments with tons of numbers written on them. And it just kind of looks like there's it looks like they're playing a made up game with arbitrary rules, and there's one person seated at like the head of their little table area.
Would you say he's the director?
He's more like a referee in a way. He's the game master. And he's kind of just running their little game.
Okay.
The game master?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not what I heard.
That's not what I
That's not
heard.
what I heard either.
I don't know what you guys are
I don't know what kind of role playing you're into.
But we want in.
But you can tell most of what they're talking about is just made up monkey shit. It's just nothing applicable. Something about like I don't know, flying magical vehicles and carts with like space dragons or something. I don't know.
Space Dragon sounds cool.
I love how the DM is like, I don't know how to describe them playing Dungeons and Dragons.
So, you guys all go to sweep, right? Does anyone stay up for some midnight candle burning, oil burning?
I spaz out around like 1 a.m., but then I go back to sleep.
Did my
Nice.
did my fish come out?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they served it and it was delicious.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot about it.
It
You wake up in the middle of the night and you remember it.
it had at least a dozen herbs and spices that you're not accustomed to. So it was a little more islandy than you were expecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yep.
I share it with some of the locals. Let them. And they're just like, yeah, it's fish, bro. Like, we eat that all the time.
Yeah. You got it from our language.
Just trying to be nice, guys.
Is that one of the famous salmons?
Salamins.
Saluminium.
So,
It's one of those words where I read it for so long before I heard anyone pronounce it. And I learned, I was like, in my head, it's salmon. And now I can't stop saying
The
it.
most unbelievable part of that story is that you read.
We're going to fight one day. All this is just going to build up. One day I'm just going to snap. Way more than I did last time.
So at some point around midnight, the rain died down and it was just like a cloudy, cool night. The moon peaked. It's like a waxing crescent moon just starting.
You know, wait for Aaron's here for that shit.
Yeah. And the morning comes. The town bells kind of ring you awake as you head out. The drinking hall is empty. Not even Ursula Cinderdaughter is there behind the bar, but everything's been cleaned up, and everyone seems to be outside and busily, I don't know, just busily mulling about the town square. You guys do anything before you head over there?
I set up. I assume I'm kind of hungover. I haven't drank like that in a long time. So I'm just trying to wash my face, get kind of cleaned up a little bit, and just fighting back, puking. I'm like, all right, I'm good. You guys ready?
Joe, learn anything last night? I found out about some prized rose bushes that were eaten by hand-sized caterpillars.
Now, when you say hand size,
On a scale from hand to bratwurst, how big were they?
can I get a banana for scale?
Only plantains.
Is that all? Did we get them all?
I think we got them all.
I think that was it. I'd heard about some red snails that smelled like brimstone in the garden of the little folk on the outskirts of the city. Wouldn't know where we had little folk in this area, but brimstone snails sound interesting.
I heard about new water mill that they had built. And if we want a tour of the town, we can go talk to Petra. She can give us a tour of everything, which I'm sure we're about to meet everyone at the town square.
I learned this town is full of fucking nerds.
What's a nerd?
I'll show you tomorrow night.
Oh man, let's.
You learned it was a weekly sesh, so they're not going to be there. Yeah. Next Saturday though, they'll probably meet up again.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's go meet the town. Before we go out there, I've got a thing I can do to scan and look. It's this technique that was taught to me by my order. I can look over the crowd and see if anyone's emitting any kind of evil aura or anything like that. But it'll take me. It'll take me out. I'll be pretty drained afterwards. So I might. I mean, it's a kind of a one shot for the day kind of thing.
That makes sense.
I mean, how many crowds are we gonna see?
Just the one.
Hopefully, just the one. If we can get everybody there.
All
All right. Let's head out.
Should have scanned Jethro.
All right. So, in the cobblestone square, just before the courtyard, most of the town you see is in attendance. The right maker, Edna King's name. Is that what I wrote down? King's name?
Yes.
All right. She looks
Edward or Edmund.
No, it's Edna. She
Her
looks
husband is Edmund.
she looks comfortable, which is, kind of counter to how she approached you guys the day before, the 2 days before. When she approached you, she was kind of nervous.
How pointy is her hat?
You notice that everyone's in their Sunday best, and just culturally, a lot of people have pointed or rounded hats.
How cold are her titties?
Wow. What's today? Sunday?
Is she wearing a brass bra?
Well, you know what? It's morning, and you can't see past the block because the fog has rolled in. But it is very nice and crisp and cool.
Okay.
So you can infer.
Yeah.
Are any of them floating?
Who? Any of the people?
Yeah.
You know what? The fog eerily rolls in above, around the courtyard, and just like at ankle height also.
Okay.
So
You see feet, kill them.
everyone looks like they're floating. She addresses the crowd. She says, "My friends, good citizens, I've listened to your list of calamities. I understand your plight." Her voice sounds warm. She says, "We have a witch." She looks around and smiles. "We have a witch, and we're going to burn that bitch." She says, "The witch could be anybody, and anybody could be their familiar. They might be riding the person next to you like a jockey rides a prize. Prize thoroughbred. Thoroughbred? Prize, okay. She says, "But don't worry. The fire of truth will burn them out. We'll purify them right down to their shit." And then she turns and looks at one of the people in there. Okay. The crowd gulps, aghast at the language and the threat. Kind of uncommon with Edna King's name's normal demeanor. You see the notary sneak a sidelong glance over at the mayor. The doctor peers at the notary's gleaming crownstone ring. The priest glares at the beekeeper. And the right maker chuckles. "Oh, please, don't everybody be getting paranoid. Finding the Dark Lord's ass lickers is a science. If you've nothing to hide, we'll keep you safe. And thanks to these brave adventurers, they will help us suss out this demonic bitch." And she waves over to you, like she looks over you guys as you're approaching the square.
I'm over there just like licking my paw, like,
hi.
I just walk over. I'm just walking normal as can be.
You can see some of the watch guards. They don't look at you guys. They're kind of scanning the crowd, and then different members of the crowd. You see some people whispering over in hushed tones. You see some people looking at you wide-eyed in surprise. Some look concerned. Some are scowling. It's just a nice mix of.
Is there there's not like a stage set up or anything, is there?
It's in front of the courthouse. So like there's not a stage, but she's at the top landing of the steps of the courthouse. There's like 6 or 7 steps out of the cobblestone. And you see besides the steps are these big bushes that look like they've just been like devoured and all like red and green petals or red and green
leaves and
red petals and the green leaves kind of destroyed and flitted on the ground. She's up there along with like 5 or 6 others. You recognize Ursula Cinderdaughter. You recognize let's see. You recognize the old mayor who's standing kind of behind Edna. You see one guy who's obviously a priest. Another person who is obviously a oh no, beekeeper's not one of them.
Beekeeper.
But no, you see a couple of people that are out there. It's obviously the council, the town's council.
Is he always wearing the beekeeper suit?
That's how you know who he is. Same with the doctor. He has like a
stethoscope,
archaic stethoscope. Even though they all look like they're wearing their church clothes, They're also wearing their cliched.
Is it weird for the beekeeper?
He
All I
doesn't
can picture is
have,
the
like, a
bee guy
plague
from The
doctor
Simpsons.
mask.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. He also has it in addition to a stethoscope.
Nice.
Like you notice, there's like the carpenter obviously has like a wooden mallet with him and something else. the blacksmith's wearing a suit with an apron over it and a hammer.
No days
Also, he's
off.
black.
Wow.
And his name is Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah. How long will it take you to do your special there?
I want to go look at these bushes.
Out of game? I don't know. Never done this before. I go and stand up next to Edna.
You just walk up next to them?
Yeah.
All right, cool. They're like, clear the crowd, make way.
And you start casting a spell. There's a witch!
That is my that is my fear.
In this world, magic is a thing. Not everyone can do it, but obviously witchcraft is a very specific, very like sinister type of magic that everyone's afraid of. But I mean, like everyone's heard stories of like wizards who can do things or just like special abilities and stuff. Like little folk, the people know about them. And just things like that. Like fairies, those are a real thing. They don't interact with them every day, but they're a real thing out in the woods away from people.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to pick a vantage point where you get the most of the townspeople in your view, it's kind of like...
That's why I walked up to the top of the stairs. Right.
Well, the top of the stairs, you have like the council people behind you. What if it's one of them?
I'm going to stand behind them.
Then they'd be blocking your view.
You know what? I'm an idiot. I don't know. What do you want?
Everyone just stand in a single file line.
We will meet
I'm just gonna make this quick. All right. So, I mean, do you guys all go up there with them?
Yeah. I'd like to go check out these bushes.
Sure. You stand at the bottom of the steps and you look at the bushes. Give me well, first tell me what exactly you're looking for.
I want to see if I can find any of these hand-brought worms.
No.
Okay.
That happened the day before. They're long gone by now.
Okay. Fair enough. I go, And then I walk up on stage and stay
Yep,
with her.
that was a rose bush.
Yep.
All right, so as you guys shuffle onto the stage, it's kind of not stage, the steps. It's kind of crowded. You guys have to awkwardly like shuffle in together. And at one point, let's see who's 1, 2, 3, 4. One, you actually have to like you were the last one to get up there, so you're actually down a step. Whereas there's not a whole lot of room for
Me or him?
you.
I was the first one to walk up there.
That's just how everyone shuffled and pushed around and stuff, and they moved around you.
I turn around and ask the council, I was like, would you mind joining everyone else down? We're about to do an initial scan of the crowd.
What's a scan?
It's a special ability that I have from my...
Maybe don't broadcast that.
What you say?
She says,
Can everyone else hear this or just
Are
the
you-
council?
just the council.
Okay.
She's like, are you sure that's a good idea? You want to do that right here, right now? With
That's
everyone?
the best view I can have of everybody.
Okay. Everyone, if I can have your attention.
I mean, don't tell them.
I mean-
Just go down there.
I mean, I guess technically it's not a scan per se, but we need to start getting everybody's names. We start building our, our matrix of who has, what information. And
Sure.
so we're just going to go through and introduce ourselves to everybody one by one.
Just tell them it's a group photograph.
All right. So she's like, okay. Well, the easiest way, I know yesterday you asked about a list of townspeople. Petra, she, Inksblood, Miss Inksblood, she's the town notary. She should be able to provide that to you. She wasn't able to make it out this morning. She missed mass. And her, we received word that she's sick in bed right now. So you may want to pay her a visit.
Okay.
See her about that. But for right now, yeah, we can get everyone. You say it was for a group, like a photograph? Is that what you're trying
Just get down. Just get down with everybody.
Oh, you want us to go down too?
Yes, please.
Okay. Excuse me, because you're like awkwardly below them. So
Yeah.
after an awkward shuffling where some of you have to go down the stairs, back
Stand
up the stairs.
sideways. Stand sideways.
Like hold my sword up. Oh, trips over
At this, when the council member steps down, not from her position, just from the steps. The four of you are
Screwed, I'm done.
The four of you are at the top of the steps. You've noticed the crowd is thinned out just a little bit. It's just in the shuffling. So some people have already left. So what are you trying to do?
I would like to use my astral vision.
Okay,
See
that's
if
the
I-
one you have prepared for today.
That's the one I prepared for today.
Sweet.
I'm going to try to scan for any evil, malicious, magical auras coming from any of the people in this crowd.
Okay.
I'm willing to pay the price for it.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do one person, like if you just want to see one person's aura, it would be 1 hit point. All right. Between the fog and then just like there's almost nearly 30 people here. To do like a full on all the evil auras stand out type thing, it would be a D6.
1d6.
Yes.
Fuck it, man. Risk it for the biscuit.
All right. What is this? What does this ritual look like, and what does it show you? Also, are these 3 standing in front or behind you?
They're standing behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Don't
do
want to
some
mess up
like
the scan.
bullshit Naruto hand signs. And you see my eyes just start glowing this pale green, and this astral owl comes up and lands on my shoulder and just starts doing.
Does everyone else see the owl, or just you?
Everyone can see the owl.
Okay.
And it just starts scanning almost in like these high beams, just scanning the crowd.
Nice. All right. Have you guys seen him do anything like this before?
No, so I think we found the witch, guys.
As soon as the owl comes out, they all step back.
Can we all have a discussion of how to define witchcraft? Just real quick while he's busy.
What did you roll, by the way?
What I need to roll?
A D6.
D6.
Oh,
To see if it kills you first.
How much?
2.
2, nice.
That's not bad. That's how many hit points you have left.
Yeah, cut my hit points in half.
All right. So you're scanning for evil signatures.
Any evil, magical, malicious, demonic.
So how does the crowd react to this beam from a ghost owl? or
Some
whatever?
people, you hear a few gasps.
This owl is like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like it's a big ass owl just on my shoulder, just scanning the crowd.
One guy's like, ow, my sperm.
What?
2 people faint.
Do not be afraid.
Yeah, 2 people faint. 3 people scream. The rest are a various mix of gasps. And you can tell you've definitely instilled some fear in quite a number of people standing there.
Do not be afraid. I'm only scanning your aura.
Everyone collectively takes a step back. And
Please stand still.
I say it's totally okay. It's just normal.
looking for magic, you see it looks like various colors and different consistencies of smoke start rising up from the crowd. As far as good versus evil or moral, you see, I hate to say it, almost 30 shades of like gray smoke moving up. All right. Not quite 50.
Not 50.
Yeah, not 50, just 30 or so, all varying. Some a lot darker than others, some a lot lighter than others. But like the priest definitely gives off like a pretty strong plume of mystical, magical energy and smoke.
What color? Is it darker or lighter?
It is. What religion are you in this? Who do you worship? Do you worship any of the 3 avatars,
I worship the
or is it one of
Firebringer.
your own guy?
Firebringer.
You worship the Firebringer.
We're a sect of the Firebringer.
Nice. Okay. His is actually a bright white plume of smoke, and it's very strong. I can give
This is
you.
based on like what do I consider evil versus okay.
I can give you.
That's why they're all gray. It's like, I mean, from a certain point of view.
Brian gets you, man. Like
I can give you the lightest, which would in your eyes would be the most benign, I guess. But still the lightest shade, but the most powerful plume that his just got BDE coming all off of it.
okay.
Is definitely the priest. The darkest, however, is going to be the one of the few familiar faces that you've already met. Ursula Cinderdelter. She's got almost nearly the same size energy emanating off her, but in a much darker shade.
She's got that goth energy.
let's see. You notice
Goth energy is literally what I'm putting in my notes.
you notice 2 others that share a similar shade with hers.
And they are
The blacksmith. Don't know his name. You just know he's got the hammer and
the sickle.
No, just a hammer and an apron that has an anvil printed on it.
Okay.
So
Basic blacksmith number 1.
Just says Steve the blacksmith embroidered on his apron.
And you notice the
It's monogrammed from the south.
the tinker also has one. He's got like a little eye
Monocle.
yeah, he has a monocle, but it's like
Magnifier.
3 smaller glasses in front of it, and he also has like forceps tucked in his ear. Yeah.
Okay.
And a small screwdriver in the other one.
All right.
Nerd.
And a gear or a cog stitched onto his shirt.
Naturally.
This dude's going too hard. Too much. We get it, guys.
Is there a law?
After a little bit, you start seeing like blood come out the corners of my eyes as the strain's getting too much, and I start to blink my eyes, and the owl itself starts to blink. And
Yeah.
if that's all the information I get,
Yeah.
it blinks.
Yeah, as you're blinking and kind of recovering, the crowd kind of disperses, and you guys, it takes him a good 10-15 minutes to kind of recover all his senses.
It's pretty impressive.
But that was the morning. Yeah.
That's when it's like,
So I go up to him and I say, "Who looks suspicious?"
I want to use soul sever and cleave his soul from his body.
You don't have that one prepared, right?
I do specifically.
Okay, gotcha. It's
his
reserved
backup.
only for that. You know, it's free. Go.
Oh man. Give me 1 second. So, I don't see anything that was specifically malicious. We did lose some of the crowd, but no one looks specifically evil or malicious or had any kind of demonic or evil coming off of them. The darkest energy I saw was coming from Ursula, Cinder's daughter, and the blacksmith and the tinkerer. The priest was putting off a large magical aura, but it was mostly good from what I could tell.
Oh, the only other thing you did know is that almost everyone in that crowd had some type of magic emanating from them. It was they're not all essentially. It's like they're all not just laypersons. Everyone has a tinge of magic.
They're not all muggles.
Is that weird?
It's not normal. Yeah, for this huge sampling of people, there's people that are just cut off, no attachment to magic whatsoever. That's the most common. But almost everyone in this crowd has a little something to them.
I relay that to them. I was like, and this whole town is, not everyone is like just pouring out magic, but everyone has some magic emanating from them, which is highly unusual. Like, I've never seen anything like it before.
Maybe all of the town is a witch.
I don't think that, but I'm gonna sit down for a second. I sit down on the stairs and just take a moment to myself and let them talk and discuss.
Is the crowd completely dispersed at this point? Is it just us standing on the steps?
Yeah, at this point now, it's like standing in the middle of a courtyard midday, and there's like people walking the shops, doing things. Like they're already changed out of their Sunday clothes, and like it's like normal village traffic.
How's the Cracker Barrel looking? The church crowd got it clogged up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure.
Cops out there directing traffic.
The Presbyterians already beat the Baptists there.
No. Most people go home and they're having their throwdown, their Sunday feasts, meals, whatever.
You could have.
They call them measts here.
You could have kept going. I would not have questioned you.
Roast meast, got it. Is that the poor old moose?
As the into the afternoon, the fog clears a little bit, and it actually kind of gets really humid. It's almost harder to breathe. It's an oppressive humidity as the clouds roll in from up above.
So like Louisiana.
Something like that. Someone actually approaches you guys while you're still just chilling on the stoop of the courtyard. You see, let's go with. This guy walks up. He's got a pair of glasses and measuring tape just hanging around his lapel. And he walks up holding his little apron. He's like, hey guys, how you going? Leo Foundling. Just wanted to introduce myself.
I'll just shake his hand. It's like, nice to meet you, Leo. I'm still like blinking.
Gotcha. He's like, it's quite the show you put on. What was that?
It's just a ability that was taught to me by my order to help suss out
Okay.
evil spirits and such.
All right. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
We got some good clues. Do I remember seeing this guy in the scan?
Let's see.
The tailor.
You do not remember seeing him.
Okay.
He's a young guy. He introduced himself as the tailor. He's got long hair and he's kind of got sad eyes. He's got a He's got a pipe sticking out of his mouth.
He's got a pope hanging out of his mouth.
You've been hanging around me too much. You can't talk for shit.
I don't know what's happening.
Wait, how old is he? Because that would explain a lot.
He's a younger guy.
He's a hipster. Is his hair in a man bun?
Drinking an IPA.
Let's see.
Hi.
He's like, well, I know Edna was saying you guys are looking for a witch. Just want to give you a heads up on our little town here. I mean, everyone's kind of close knit, but I feel like there may be some agents at play. So I appreciate what you're doing here.
Okay, man.
And
we're just trying to help.
Yeah,
no problem. Also, I just wanted to let you know that I have it on good authority that a couple years ago, I remember someone, Trevor Hirth, he lives on the outskirts of town. He's kind of new to our parts, but I remember when he first showed up, I think someone saw him doing something a little strange, doing, little, I'm not going to say the W word. Well, I'll say maybe something magical, maybe a little ritualistic. But I think he was doing something to make his gardens grow well, nice, good, grow.
Witches do need ingredients, and gardens are a good place for ingredients.
Do we know that?
Interesting.
I know that.
Okay.
He knows that.
I'm the wit.
He's weak. Attack him.
So just thought that would help.
Excellent.
Appreciate
Thank you for that. I appreciate you coming forward. We could use all the clues we could get.
Sure, no problem. If you guys ever need some new threads, make sure you come on by my place. I'll hook you up.
You mean like balls of yarn? Because I love balls of yarn.
Oh, yeah. I don't ball them. We kind of keep them on spools.
Can you ball them up?
That would take a lot of extra work. You know what? I'll ask around to the other thread makers.
Appreciate it.
Well,
I just look at him like,
That's not even the weirdest thing I've seen today.
so he's like, all right, well, good day, and he tosses you guys a roll. Just one. He had like a bundle of rolls in his left arm.
like
and
bread rolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I got these
throwing bread at us.
I got these from Ivan.
Thanks. You work at Lambert's?
No, Ivan's. He's the bread maker.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan Lambert.
I eat that roll.
Cool.
Hog the whole roll. I see how it is.
Give me a constitution. No, I'm just
He tossed us each a roll. Did he not?
Huh?
He tossed us each a roll.
No, just one. He had one roll to toss.
And you
caught
ate it. You selfish son of a bitch.
Could have split that 4 ways.
Could have, but no.
Hey man, I'm the one who just did some magic shit. I need that roll.
That's fair.
So it's the afternoon. What are you guys doing?
Let's go talk to this blacksmith.
Oh yeah, let's go do that.
Wait, what about the person
old
that
owl boy.
missed mass?
Oh yeah.
Petra, we can go talk to her if you want. We can go talk to her. We still can go investigate, the schoolhouse where the black cat was nailed to the door. We can check out the parents of this 3-eyed child. We can go check the fields where this black buckwheat was and the bleeding pumpkins. I mean, we have options if it's whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, I can go check out the black cat. situation.
Seems like it'd be tough for you.
I mean, I'm the most familiar with cats.
So what? You'll know that it's dead.
Yes.
I think he just wants to bring it back to us. Look, guys, I got something dead.
That's a present for you.
Or, I mean, like I said, we can go question Ursula, the blacksmith, or the tinker. They were both giving out some pretty dark auras, especially Ursula. But we can talk to her at night when we get back. So.
Yeah.
I mean, she did just punch the shit out of that guy the other night that was like messing with her.
She's stout.
I mean, maybe
honestly,
she's just a bad bitch.
Fucks with that.
She also had just like copious amounts of BDE emanating off of her.
I definitely fucks with that. That is my fetish.
Is this Toshiro or is this Anthony?
Why not both? We'll go both.
Go Bofa.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? You can go two directions if you want. Like if you wanted to split up.
Let's split up, gang.
Yeah. That's always a great idea.
All right.
I mean, we're in town. How dangerous could it be?
Famous last words.
Going. I'm gonna go talk to the blacksmith. Who wants to join me?
I'll go with you.
All right.
Charles, where do you want to go?
What do you feel strongest about?
I think we
after
should
your
go talk.
scan?
Let's go talk to. I mean, Ursula's obviously got the biggest.
Go on.
Dark. I think let's go check out Petra. Let's go see what she's up to.
All right, let's do it.
We'll go.
Then we can all go check out Ursula
All
together.
right, everybody roll a d6.
Everybody.
That's how many of you die.
3.
What's the lowest?
2.
Me. 1.
1? Oh, were you guys together?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Try it together.
Whiskers and Niall.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that how you say it? Niall?
Sure.
Nihil?
Nihil.
Is that Celtic?
Yep. You bet.
All right, you're going to check out the blacksmith?
Yes.
All right, cool. You head over to the blacksmith. You ask around town. You kind of find out where he lives. It's a small town, so it's kind of easy to figure out where people live and stuff just by asking around.
Their houses are probably shaped like whatever their profession is. So
Everyone has a
an
post
anvil.
outside that has a big symbol of whatever that is.
Oh, he doesn't work in a giant anvil-shaped building?
Wait, are there any houses shaped like a cauldron?
Or some sort of black traffic cone?
Is there a house?
Oh, in fact.
Is there a house made of candy?
That's how you find them.
Are there two fat German children eating it?
Oh my god.
I'm looking for a Hansel or a Gretel.
Oh, Hansel.
Oh,
Any
man.
face.
My next character.
Let's see.
German man.
So you guys go to Irving Staffsen's house. That's the blacksmith.
Hmm.
I thought
you find it's kind of on the same row as where Hearthhome is, Ursula's little establishment,
Right.
and it's built against the mountainside. But it's closer to where the river is, near the bridge out of town.
Does the river run through it?
No, not quite. It's adjacent to it. The river runs adjacent to the thing. He's got old chimneys, and like it's made of the facade is made of like heavy wooden beams and river stones and plaster and
Where does
stuff.
he park his broom at?
He actually doesn't ride on a broom. He's got a you knock on the door and you see a little young boy answer the door. You ask for Mr. Staffsend, I assume. I hope that's what you do. And he goes and gets his father.
I feel like you're projecting a lot tonight.
Question that little boy.
He's just doing his best to move us along.
Let's see.
Have we met him yet?
Yeah, he comes out. He's a griff, iron-haired, frustrated yet sad-eyed man. He looks like his forearms are Popeye-sized.
He eats a spinach.
And
You
like
should get that checked out.
he shakes hands with you. He nearly cracks a finger or two in half, just from his death grip. And he's just
Impressive.
like, hi.
He's a man's man.
Nice to meet you. I'm a Irving Staffsend. How can I help you, witch hunters?
I feel like we've met before.
Come from Skyrim?
This is more this is more gruff and iron haired.
Yeah. Iron Jackal says what?
I've not heard that name in a long time.
I start talking to him about his smithing and see if he's got anything to replace the old sword.
He's got the new sword.
Are you asking me to make a new sword for you, or you want me to repair? Or?
You got anything on hand, or?
Oh no, I don't
Everything's
make
made to order?
swords. This is Bridge, not Tasney. I don't make swords.
What do you make?
Things that real people actually need. Horseshoes, nails, handles. I do decorative ironwork.
Cauldrons?
No cauldrons.
Oh, okay. All right. Just.
I mean, I make smaller like pots and pans, yes, but no cauldrons.
Any Dutch ovens?
You're not there.
Your name.
I'm there in spirit. You see
It's another
out.
D6.
You see out.
Roll again. You dead.
And he says, come, would you like to come in? Sit
Oh
down.
yeah, I thought we were.
Come on.
So you guys come inside and you meet his sister Irma and his son Villy.
Really?
And you can tell like his son
really?
son's a very, very quiet, sad looking boy. And over the course of small talk, he
His
offers
name is Billy, of course.
he offers you guys some mead.
Mhm.
Let me do a chapter.
I'll take some.
Yeah, drink some.
Impolite not to.
It absolutely is, because I mean you see everyone else is drinking. Even Villy is like he's got a little cup. He's just like,
I'm like, oh, fine. Do you have a straw?
yeah, he gives you a metal straw, just like clunk.
He goes and smiths it real quick.
It tastes like tetanus.
I feel like my character tastes like tetanus.
So over the course of small talk, I don't know, so you're able to coax out of him like about how he lost his wife to the silent plague, and he's just been here trying to raise his son Villy with the help of his sister, and all the stuff that's going around town. It's annoying, and he kind of puts the blame on a few of the people. Kind of blanketly blames people whose family weren't born or weren't settlers of Bridge. He lovingly refers to them as outsiders.
The silent plague, was that part of the witch ending, or was that just like that's a separate
Witch-ending.
a separate event?
That's separate. It happened about, how old is Villy now? 9 years ago.
All right.
Was there anything else that happened around that time? Like any newcomers to the city, or?
You know, I think there was. I think that is when either Jonah first showed up or Trevor. One of the two. I don't remember. I try not to keep up with them. I don't care for them.
Actually met a Mr. Trevor earlier.
What's Trevor's last name?
Hearth?
Okay, same one.
Trevor. Yeah.
And what's Joseph's last name?
Jonah Prize Piece. He's the doctor's husband.
His last name is Brothers. You're welcome.
Let's see.
Dookie doo.
Do you have any other information about? I mean, did you see any of the witching happen?
I have not. I haven't seen any myself.
Are you able to actually use any magic at all?
Give me a charisma test with advantage.
Okay.
Just flat out F. Likes the
with
boldness.
positive double roll.
Oh.
Yeah. You notice because you kind of cracked him open a little bit with the drinking, and he's kind of comfortable. And his wife is kind of like she's liking your guys, or not wife, his sister is kind of liking your guys' company.
Could be both, whatever.
Yeah.
Right here to judge.
That's a 20 and a 16.
All right, what's your charisma?
11.
He says, no, I'm simple blacksmith. I work with metal. Some have called my gift magical.
I mean, I've seen a lot of the ironwork in the city. There's some really nice looking pieces out.
He says, here, smile cracks on his face. He's like, here, let me see your sword.
I go, all right.
He takes it and he kind of looks at it, turns it, flips it, and then he says, what was it? He says, when you killed, what is this? Did you fight? What did you guys fight? Was it zombies? Was it orcs? It was orcs. He's like, I see. This looks like orc skull right here. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then he turns at the handle and he says, and there's a wobble when you swing it horizontally.
Yeah.
He says, there you go. That's my magic.
All right. Can you give her a tune-up?
Change her spark plugs.
Yeah. He says, for a price,
awesome.
yes.
Oh, the council said they would take care of anything we need. So if you just want to build them,
he says, well, I guess you can get the paperwork from them then.
all right. I mean, it's going to be a whole bureaucratic thing. But just so I know, how much would it be to?
He says, this I can do it for 10 cash.
10 cash. Okay.
Yeah.
I still have 0.
What do you spend your cash on?
The first bar night.
Oh, that's right.
Just partied up. Oh, you guys are noticing, like, the beer here is primo. Like, you've had mead, you've had Hefeweizen the first nights, and the second nights, they were drinking like a porter. There's
Dude, not drinking the first night saved me.
So, yeah, there's definitely and you notice, I think let me see. It hasn't come up yet, so we're not going to say anything.
There you go.
What hasn't come up yet, Brian?
It.
What is it?
It's a clown in the sewers.
Okay, so anything else? Anything else you're trying to ask him? Did you have anything that you're trying to ask him or convince him of or doing?
Other than to fix my sword for, company or from city credits. No.
You know what? Give me a charisma attribute test with double positive roll.
All right.
That's actually really impressive that you were able to tell that. Like, I was there when we fought the orcs, and that's like exactly what happened.
Yeah,
that's truly a gift.
A 1 and a 4.
Appreciate it. All right, so they both.
Yeah.
All right. He says, you know what? I like you guys. Leave this here. I can have it done for you. I don't work on the Sabbath. Possibly tomorrow afternoon. Maybe tomorrow night.
Definitely got to fight something if I leave it here. Don't have like a loner or anything, do you?
Nope. He says, I do not. Like I said, I'm simple blacksmith. I can give you a hammer. I have a flattening hammer that's quite useful in a pinch.
I hate to be this guy. Are there any other blacksmiths in town that I could possibly borrow one?
He puts his drink down. He's like, I'm only blacksmith.
Okay. All right.
He keeps it. That's where that evil aura's from.
He says, no, we, bridge, trades are very proud of their work. And, we try to make sure
too much.
we help each other out.
Tell you what, I'll bring it back some other time and have you work on it. I kind of might have to, cut a witch in half. So
he says, fair enough. Okay. All right. So you guys head out. On your way out, as you're thanking them and kind of putting your cups down, finishing your drinks, you notice that 2 things. The sister kept leaving the room and coming back, presumably just with picturing how the layout of the house is in your mind, presumably going to like the bedroom and coming back just periodically. And you also notice something
lightsaber noise.
not false, odd about the chimney.
Huh.
Something sticking out about it.
Like, would you say if there's a video game, you want to put a bomb next to it?
What?
Is the color a little different?
Yes, it's a little lighter. The chimney stone is a little lighter than the rest.
It's sticking out
Yeah.
of the roof.
Yeah. There's
Chimney does.
there's scuff marks on the floor.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, so where are Toshiro and Alto going?
To Petra's house.
Petra.
Yeah.
What's your charisma, Charles?
8.
I'll do the talking.
All right.
All right.
I expect to do it anyway, but
You go to one of the nicer sections of the town with a nicer house. It's got a graceful imperial design with delicately decorated double sash windows and a glazed yellow and green tiled roof. As you knock on the door, a young man with a kind of devious look in his eye and a foxy air and hairstyle about him kind of lets you in. He's like, "Oh, yes, I was told you guys might be coming by today. I'm David. I work for Miss Petra. How can I help you?"
need to talk to Petra.
I would recommend against it. She's not feeling very well. But I mean, I can't stop you if you really want to. We're trying to keep our distance from her. I don't know what she has is contagious or not.
We'll be very brief and we'll be careful.
Okay, all right. And so he leads you through the house to a back parlor, knocks on the door, says, "Miss Inksblood? Miss Inksblood?" And you hear, "Come in."
Sounds like a witch.
Pull up like a handkerchief. Put it over my mouth and everything.
All right. He opens the door and you see Petra Inksblood. Kind of a middle-aged woman with long brown hair. She has a very noble look to her features. But she also she's not an ugly woman. She's actually very traditionally pretty. But you notice large scars on each side of her face, like one pulled like cut along here with cut marks in it, and the other one has like 3 scratches on this side. On top of that, you notice these pustulant boils just all over her skin, and even like from her hands, like on the other side, or holding her blanket, like on her knuckles and fingers and stuff. A few have popped.
Ouch.
6 of them have popped and are kind of oozing pus a little bit.
Cool. Do the scars
like,
look recent?
How can I help you? The scars? No, they look like she's probably had those all her life.
Okay.
I keep my distance.
I get up close. I don't touch her though. Miss Petra.
Every now and then you see like the cook walk by and the gardener. People are just kind of curious to see what's happening.
I just, Miss Petra, I hate that you've become afflicted. How long has this been on you?
She's like, "Are you talking about these, or she points to this, or these?" And she pushes one on her wrist, and he goes.
We can start with the scars and then get to the pustules.
She's like, "Oh, the scars. Those are beauty marks. I've had those all my life." She kind of laughs, like you can tell she's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
But the boils, I woke up like this
This morning.
Yes.
Interesting. I turn. Is any of the servants or the guy who led me up here? Is he around the door at all?
Yeah, he's standing at the door.
I turned to him. Was like, "Have you guys seen any? Found anything strange around here? I don't know. Small bags of incense that you don't recognize. Any strangers? Any strange animals been around the house?"
God, you know a lot about witches.
He's like,
I watch a lot of Supernatural.
He's like, no, we haven't seen anything. We keep a clean house. Miss Inksblood takes care of us, so we take care of her. We haven't found anything strange like that or anything. She just woke up like this. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Who was the last person to visit?
It was the priest. He came by this morning before mass.
Was she sick this morning?
Yeah, she woke up like this.
Oh, okay.
And so we alerted him first.
I see. Who was the last person to visit before she was sick?
Well, let me think. I know just yesterday, Mr. Red Basket brought by some rolls.
Oh, Ivan.
Did she eat some?
Yeah, we all did.
I just had
But
one.
only she got sick.
Yeah, it's strange.
Turn back to Petra. So Petra, I know you came down to split. Did you ever finish the list, or do you have a list handy of names of townsfolk?
Oh yeah. I can get that to you guys for you. Over there on my on the bookcase. It's the book. It's the blue, the one with the blue leather bindings. And the red cover. It's a stack of paper between those. Can you grab those for me?
I'll grab those. Do any books stick out to me as being odd? Like, why would a person have this kind of book? Like,
for the most part, you see.
I assume it's just ledgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you see mostly ledgers. You see mostly books of law. There's a rather large book of bird law. There's other legal tomes and
Jude Law.
You see two that kind of stick out. That's kind of like ancient. The first book is like ancient legislature of woodland beings. And then the other one is
Witchcraft for Dummies.
it's how to cook humans.
Witchcrafting.
No,
My first cauldron.
you do see one that's basically like dealings and contracts with infernal beings and stuff.
That
Interesting.
really strikes me. Like, I grab the paper she told me to, and then I
Yeah.
ask about that book. I was like, would you mind if I borrowed this book?
You can see her eyes kind of go wide for a second. She's like, well, why would you need that? No, you have the list of citizens. You can.
I was like, well, in my profession as a exorcist and one who hunts down the evil, I mean, any writings on the infernal are good as gold. I'd love just to peruse it and read it.
I don't think. You can tell she's kind of debating back and forth in her mind. Like she's
Miss
very
Petra, it would
hesitant.
It would really help and put you in good standing.
Give me a
with us.
charisma test.
Yes. Don't fuck me up. Oh, fuck me up. Oh, no. My charisma's a 14. I'm good.
What'd you roll?
12.
Yes. She says.
Anytime I roll double digits, I'm like, damn it.
She says, David, bring that book to me.
David.
So David goes and gets it, and he kind of like sidesteps around you and grabs it, and he looks at her. And give me a wisdom attribute test.
Told you how to split the party, Charles.
5, and my wisdom's 11.
You notice as he takes it, first when she asked David to grab it, she kind of like gives him a stern look, and he kind of nods. Right, this is when you zoom in and everything slows down.
Yeah.
And then as he steps behind Toshiro, he goes to move the book, and he pulls out a slip, like a little pamphlet out of it, and puts it in his back pocket, and then he hands the book to her. And then so she grabs the book, and she's like, "Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know what you'll find in there." And she hands it to you.
Thank you.
Hold up. What did you just put in your pocket?
And I turn to David and I give him a look like you done fucked up.
David is like immediately his eyes go to Petra. And she's like,
I go to move and block the door.
Charles just calling him out.
Hey, I saw that.
she David is like he's like kind of eyeing to her. He's just like, I don't know what to do. I can't. And so finally his resolve breaks, and he like his shoulders slump, and you see Petra. She looks down to you because she knows what's about to happen. He pulls out the little pamphlet, and it's not a pamphlet. It's like a
leaflet.
Yeah. It's like a little saddle stitched thing of papers, right?
Okay.
And then he just like he holds it up, and then on the front it just says Petra inks blood.
Is it fanfic?
And it says the blood of the heart on it. I mean, like he kind of holds it up, and he looks like a child that just got caught.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah.
I grab it and I start flipping through it.
And as you're flipping through it, she's like, "That is my private property, sir." And I honestly don't think you'll find anything of worth in there. And as you're flipping through it, it reads kind of like it's a little poetry in some parts. It's prose in other parts, and it kind of just reads like erotic fiction, mostly centering on Petra and Oleg Water Watcher, who's one of the other citizens.
Does he run the mill?
Let me check.
Sounds like he just sits there and watches the water.
Old water water.
Old bow leg.
Is he a boatswain?
Nope. He is the town stranger.
What is he? Does he work down at the glory hole?
Piss fetish? What? Got a full bladder, don't want to waste it.
Oh god.
You see any other wagons in that parking lot?
So yeah, he's just over like. Do you ask her about who that is? Yeah. She's just like he moved here a few years back. He's from out of town. He's from a different place, and he's just a businessman with a lot of foreign affairs, and she thinks he's so dreamy.
Don't we all?
Well, you see, if you hadn't have tried to hide it, this wouldn't be half as incriminating. Like it wouldn't be anything, but you tried to hide it. You understand we're hunting for a witch. We're hunting for someone doing secret things.
She says, Mr. Is that how this is going to be, Mr. Yoshiro?
Why try to hide it if it's just poetry and stuff?
Wow. Okay, Gestapo.
Because it's mine and it's personal.
Don't try to me, bro.
And now it's mine.
Are you like not giving it back to her?
Oh no. Now if she wants it, she can pay for it.
Oh,
damn.
What?
Welcome to the extortion squad.
She's like, I'll have my papers back.
I eat it.
You just eat it.
No, I'm joking.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna eat it.
he's giving you like 8 outs. Just hand the papers back.
I go and I sit it with her.
All right.
I'm like, no. Is there anything else you're hiding that you would like to tell us?
She's like, I am afraid this is as much time as I can spare today. I don't feel well. And she looks in your eyes and she's like,
In response to that, I flared just a little bit of magic out of my eye.
that'll be 1 HP. No, I'm just kidding.
You're dead.
That's cool. Yeah,
And
you do a little blue flame, I
There's
guess.
a little blue flame out of the corner of one eye. I was like, are you sure? And it's just a little bit of flicker, a flame.
Yeah, without breaking eye contact, she says, Mr. Ben Saber, escort these men out of my house.
Excellent. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll leave.
All right, you guys walk out of the house, and that's where we'll end this session.
Woo!
All right.
Accosting sick old ladies.
I can't believe you were about to steal her erotic friend fiction.
I need something to...
He wanted to read it later.
Oh, it was steamy too. From what you saw of it, it got graphic.
Oh. So, I mean, Yoshiro's into this. I forget which character I'm playing.
All right,
Both of my
so
characters,
we do have an announcement to make.
We have an announcement.
I believe so.
Akua Yoshiro is into it.
All right. Anytime now. Wait for this announcement. It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be the best announcement.
Oh, am I going first?
Yeah, I thought so. That's why you have the announcement.
Do you want me to?
What
I can read fan mail first.
No, I got it. I'm ready. I was waiting.
Oh, yeah,
I was
you're
ready for my cue.
Yeah, that's it.
Which I missed. All right, start the episode over. All right, so we'd like to announce the winners of our Graves Dice Tray and Elder Dice giveaway. Second runner up, it'll be Rachel Chavez.
Hey!
Congratulations!
First runner up, James Phillips.
James Phillips!
And our grand prize winner, Ellie Hopkins.
Congratulations, Ellie.
We'll be getting in touch with you guys. We need an address to send this stuff to you. So, yeah. All right. Congratulations, guys. And
Address
big
is
thanks to Graves Dice Trays for giving us awesome stuff to give away, and Elder Dice.
Yes.
These are really cool sets. I'm going to have to buy one myself soon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
really
Super
awesome
jealous.
stuff.
I've been using one of the dice trays we had. I'll be sad to give it up.
So enjoy your dented dice.
I've been using
They
the
are
plastic.
incredibly high quality.
It's artisanally seasoned.
Artisanally seasoned.
Artisanal? What'd you say?
It's like a jersey from your favorite player. It's, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not their favorite player.
More of a favorite than you are.
Speaking of fan favorites, we've got some mail to read.
Hey, this comes from an iTunes review. iTunes by Stupid Reviews from USA on April. It's late April. My favorite D&D podcast by far. It's well done and entertaining. I'm caught up now, and I get a little down when I come to the end of a new episode. One note: don't listen to it when you're on a treadmill. You might start laughing so hard you almost fall off. Just a possibility. You have been warned.
We did warn at the top of the episode not to operate.
That's true. Heavy machinery, though.
Very dangerous.
So
I bet you can't pick up a treadmill.
that's true. You're right.
Challenge accepted.
Yep. Speaking of treadmills, let's thank our patrons.
How does that even segue? That doesn't segue.
It doesn't if you bring it up.
Put a Segway on a treadmill. Boom.
Good night, everybody.
No.
But we would like to thank our higher level patrons, Sierra Jones, Tarken Davis, and Rachel Lindley. Thank you guys. Thank you for your continued support. And also
Trying to mix up the sound bites.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with Boyd today. Also, thank you to all of our other patrons. You guys help us make this better for you guys, and we really do appreciate the continued support. If you want to join the ranks of our patrons, go to patreon.bardsandnobles.com. You got some pretty slick swag.
Snatchels.
Snatchels is shop.bardsandnobles.com. If you want to, get some t-shirts and shit.
Yeah.
Not actual shit though, because that's disgusting.
Unless that's what you want.
Send an email to Anthony Boyd.
Mr. Scatman.
Can we end this episode?
All right. And on that note, thank you everyone for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Stop.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but